What is up, guys? Tate Liza here today doing a deck profile of Standard Spell Tag Malamar. This is the list that won the Japanese tournament, a pretty big tournament, and it was in our Standard format. Yeah. So, for Inkay, nothing special about Inkay. For Malamar, this is sort of, in a way, the core of the deck, but also it doesn't actually attack. But this is how you accelerate energy. Once per turn, you can attach a Psychic Energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. So a lot like Eels or Bronzong, sort of like that. 2 Tapu Koko. This is a great starting Pokemon, and its Flying Flip attack is really nice. It just spreads 20. That's all it does, but it's very powerful, and it makes a lot of numbers really easy to hit. So, yeah. 2 Giratina, which I'm actually not sure I like in Malamar, but in Spell Tag Malamar, it is like the main Pokemon. I just don't like it because of the 3 retreat cost. It just seems not so good. But Distortion Door is the ability. If it's in your discard, you can bench it and put 1 damage counter onto your opponent's Pokemon. So that spreads a little bit more damage, and then the attack does 130 and puts 4 damage counters on your Pokemon. Not the opponent's, I think it's yours. At least that's what the translations I've seen say. Seems weird, but 1 Onix, this is actually a card I like a lot. It's fighting, which is really the only reason it's played. And for 4 energies, it does 120. That's all it does. But basically, it's good against Zoroark, and that's it. Yeah. 1 Necrozma GX Prismatic Burst is awesome, and so is Black Ray, especially in a spread deck. Black Ray is pretty nice. 1 Shining Arceus. The ability is not very relevant. If it's your active, prevent all damage done to it from your bench Pokemon. Or done to your bench Pokemon, rather. And Ultimate Arrow for 4 colorless energies does 30 to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So, sort of like Tapu Koko, except 10 more damage for 2 more energies. And it's weak to fighting. 1 Lunala, this is sort of, if you have... I mean, Psystorm's a good attack, but also if you have a lot of energies in your discard, you can Full Moon Star them into play. And Psystorm's not a bad attack, especially for either closing out a game or just needing to be a 1-prize attacker. It's really good. And 1 Lele, just to get your supporters out. 4 Cynthia for draw support. 3 Lillie to get what you need first turn and be able to have that continuation. 3 Guzma to be able to switch your Pokemon and your opponents. 2 Tate Liza. Both the switch effect and the draw effect are very useful, so Tate Liza works really well in this deck. 2 DV Reporter. This could honestly be Sophocles too. It doesn't really matter. I think DV Reporter is actually a little bit better in this case, but basically just draw 3 and discard a card. So typically you want to discard either an Energy or a Giratina. And then 1 Judge just to, I guess for hand disruption, because there's no Marshadow in this deck. 4 Mysterious Treasure. This is just to get the Pokemon that you need. Most of the Pokemon in this deck can be searched out with Mysterious Treasure, except for like Arceus and Koko and Onix. I think are the only ones that can't be. I'm probably wrong on that, but 3 Nest Ball. Just you need to get out your Pokemon. Most of them are basics, except for Malamar. I think that's the only non-basic. So you want that. 2 Ultra Ball. Just for some more Pokemon searching. 2 Rescue Stretcher. This is generally not used for Giratina. This is really used for everything but Giratina. 4 Spell Tag. This, if it's attached to a Psychic Pokemon and the Pokemon is knocked out, you can put 4 damage counters anywhere on your opponent's side of the field. And 1 Shrine, just as a counter stadium and to spread a little bit more damage. And 10 Psychic Energy and 2 DCE to round off the energies. So this is sort of like Malamar Lugia in a way. You essentially, you can Flying Flip, You can Distortion Door, so that puts a lot of damage counters on. Black Ray if need be. And then when your stuff is knocked out, you can spread 4 with Spell Tag. Then you can put Giratina back on your bench and put more damage on. And then all the while you have a shrine, hopefully you have a shrine, doing even more damage. So essentially, this just spreads damage everywhere, and it becomes very overwhelming. In practice, I don't really like it. It has a lot of problems. I think Gas Can is better. I think Gas Can will probably play Giratina, but I think a Skateboard is better enough that I don't think Spell Tag Malamar will be much of a thing in the US. But anyways, leave a like and subscribe to Caterpie DCG for more Pokemon deck profiles, and yeah, I'm doing a lot of Lost Thunder stuff right now, so stay tuned for that. Bye-bye.